In the beginning, the first 5 words of Genesis 1:1. I was able to get hit by a lot with those first 5 words, not only through reading the word, but also I'm doing a devotional that was able to speak more into that specific verse in this chapter. And I think what I get out of it, you can also get something out of it too. And here's what I got. I got 2 things, 3 things. But the first 2 are this. We get an insight onto God, what God did. That's 1. And that he created the world. And then 2, we get an insight into who he is. And we know that through his creation, we get to realize that he is creative. And because his creativity, knowing that he is creative, where it jumps down in verse 27, it says that God created us in his image. And God created man in the image of God, of himself. In that verse, we jump back up to he created the heavens and the earth, and he created everything, right? We get to see that we ourselves are creative. We get an insight into our first look into who we are. We are his creation. Therefore, we are creative. We are anything that is made for a purpose. And knowing that God made us in his creativity, we know then we have purpose, that we have meaning, that we have breath, that we have meaning in our breath, that we have meaning in our purpose, that we have meaning in our life. And I think that is very profound, especially in a place and time in our history where so many people are walking kind of like zombies, in the sense of people are walking without a purpose, without meaning, without at least knowing that they even have it. They see their friends and family, athletes, celebrities, and they think that all those people are unique and special because they have purpose. Especially when we look at celebrities and athletes, we think, oh man, their purpose is much greater. Their purpose is way more fulfilling. But I want to tell you that that's a lie. That's a lie that the devil has told you, me, everybody through time, through generation after generation to today. And he's going to continue to try to lie and instill that lie in us. We cannot be created by a creator and not have a sense of meaning. Know that if he created, you have meaning, you have purpose. It talks about in chapter 2, verse 7, where he saw that he created man from the dust. And with his breath, he breathed into us his breath. Through our nostrils, he breathed his breath into us, gave us breath from him. He gave us life. And in that life that he gave, this may be the first time you're hearing this, or this may be the time that you need to hear it again to have a rejuvenation of knowing that you're walking, that you have purpose in your steps. And know that with your purpose, you're going to come across trials and hardship. But know that when you go through that, it's him building your character to be able to prepare you for a greater calling, a greater purpose, to fulfilling that next chapter in your life, fulfilling that next calling that he has for you in your ultimate life of purpose. And I'm saying purpose and calling and creative a lot, but it is just 5 words. In the beginning, God created. He created you to live a life on purpose, for purpose. The sooner you realize that, and the sooner you get into the word to be able to see what that purpose is, what that calling is, and then live it out, the more fulfilled you will be. The more you will wake up each morning with a sense of pride, with a sense of meaning to attack the day. And that way, when the devil comes and he tries to tell you, hey, listen, what you got, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing special. You ain't creating nothing new. You'd be like, no, I know. I was created by a creator. Same creator who created the world, who created the heavens and the earth, the birds in the sky, the fish in the sea, and on the sixth day created man and breathed his breath into my lungs. I know that I have purpose each day I wake up and I take that first breath. Then you can go about your day and you can conquer it. Not gonna not come across trials. But when you walk through it, you know that at the end of it, it's gonna better you. It's gonna build you. And it's gonna help you leap to the next phase that God has called you to do. That God has called you to live. Let this be your prayer. God, thank you for your creativity. Thank you for all that you have done and all that you are yet to do in my life. I believe that in your creativity you created me, and I refuse to believe the lie that the devil has told me, that I don't have purpose. But rather in your truth, I choose to believe that the breath you put in my lungs was not by accident, and it is to bring you honor and to live a creative life of meaning and purpose. Thank you for your divine touch in your creation and creating me. Amen. Listen, type amen in the comments if you receive this, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. And remember that God made you on purpose, for purpose. I'm out.